Sometimes the hardest leadership move isn't stepping forward, it's stepping away. Hi, and welcome to the 10 Commandments of Leadership podcast. Here we educate, equip, and empower emerging leaders with God-thought leadership. And we present current events and newsmakers in the light of best practices from the Bible. This week, I had to walk away from an exciting opportunity, one that was tied to friendship and nostalgia and big potential. But every door I knocked on stayed closed. And slowly, quietly, God reminded me, not every good idea is your God assignment. Not every good idea is your God assignment. I've learned often the hard way that when something isn't aligned with God's purpose for my life, He doesn't just block progress. Instead, He protects me, most times from me. Egoholism tells us to chase visibility. Faith instead teaches us to honor obedience. That's the difference between opportunity and calling. Opportunity says, this could be big. Calling instead says, this is yours to steward. Well, today and this week, I chose calling. I'm returning to the work God placed in my hands long before that distraction appeared. That slow, unseen work of building something that will help others grow and heal and lead. So if you're wrestling with a decision right now, here's the question that changed everything for me, and hopefully it will help you too. Is that decision feeding my ego, or is it fulfilling my assignment? Sometimes the most powerful leadership move is a quiet exit. And sometimes walking away is the clearest sign that you are finally walking in purpose. And finally, and this has been a tough thing, here's my prayer for you and me today. Lord, thank you for loving me enough to close doors that don't belong to me. Thank you for protecting me from distractions disguised as opportunities. Teach me to recognize the difference between what is impressive and what is assigned. Help me release anything that feeds my ego but drains my purpose. Instead, give me courage to walk away when you say no, patience to wait when you say whoa or slow, and faith to move when you say go. Align my steps with your will. Anchor my leadership in humility. And help me steward well the work you've placed in my hands. I choose calling over convenience, obedience over applause, and purpose over pride. Amen. Thanks for joining me this afternoon for the 10 Commandments of Leadership podcast. In fact, first of all, join us each weekday for Tim Alston's Leadership Nuggets, educating, equipping, and empowering emerging leaders to manage ego problems in 60 seconds. As well as, and those segments air weekdays at 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and again at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. As well as continue to join us each weekday afternoon for the 10 Commandments of Leadership podcast, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And all of these program episodes are available on Facebook, on YouTube, and on LinkedIn. See you tomorrow. See you then. And once again, invite your friends. Bye-bye.